What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Shyhammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and this is the WCW Throwdown Round 2. Now, I'm sitting down facing my next opponent who has a Chaos Army, and I'm looking at his army thinking, I could do this, I could do this. This guy has this and this and this. I could do this and that and this and that. And all of a sudden they're like, oh wait, we're switching up the order of the people who you're playing against. You're going to be playing a different opponent. You're playing Joe Pecoraro, which is the same guy I played at the team tournament, which was a very close game. It was a very bloody game. And then it's the same guy. I went to Friday Night Dice, and we decided that we were going to play a WCW scenario there, and we ended up playing in the diagonal. And if you guys watched that video, he crushed me in the first turn of the game. Crushed me. Got a big charge, a big overrun, and he just destroyed my main unit without a shaman in it. So I'm playing, I'm like, oh shit, it's a rematch. We're gonna go at it. Let's do this. Then we hear what the tournament scenario is, and it's the same freaking scenario we did at Friday Night Dice. What are the odds of that shit? I don't know. Anyways, sorry, I'm just going on a rant here. Really quick, this is actually a picture of the guys who dressed up for the WCW tournament. You get extra points if you dressed up as a wrestler. Joe Pecoraro is actually the guy in the skull mask in the back there, behind Sergeant Slaughter and Mankind. But yeah, actually there was an award given out to the Ultimate Warrior, who's in his undies back there, for having the best costume. It was voted by fan votes. I personally like Paul Bearer. I think he hit it spot on. I thought it was just straight up Paul Bearer. But anyways, let's go over the armies and let's get moving. This is my army right here. Basically, I got a unit of Goblin Wolf Riders. I got a second unit of Goblin Wolf Riders. That is not Chicken Head in the front. That is just a regular Goblin Wolf Rider. This is a unit of 6 Trolls. I got a Goblin Chariot here that BSB Black Orc is not in this tournament, or in this, yeah, I just brought him for basically show and for the tag team tournament. I got my Mangler Squig, who's actually got the Goblins on him for once, which is very, very rare. I got King Koopa, who was the champ of the last round, got 700 points in the last round. What is he going to do in this one? Let's find out. But he's on a gigantic spider. I got my unit of 28 Savage Orc Biggins with the Lucky Shrunken Head. I have my 3 character block right there. I have the Black Orc boss, which is Rocksteady with Sword of Swift Slaying, Crown of Command, 5-up ward, and something else. The shield, Enchanted Shield. I have the Savage Orc BSB, which is Bebop, and he basically has Mork's War Banner. And then I have Dr. Zoidberg, which is my level 4 Savage Orc Shaman with a Shrunken Head and Fencer Blades. I got my 20 Night Goblins with short bows here. I also have my level 2 Little Wog Goblin Shaman. Over here I got 2 Doom Divers. And then I have my Ragnarok Trusty Spider. He is definitely trusty. And guys, I was just reading up right now before I started making this video on 9th Age. You could take a Goblin Warlord on an Ragnarok Spider. I don't know about you, but I think Chicken Head needs a new mount. Which is just ridiculous. I'm just thinking future fluff. I got my Spear Chucker right next to Trusty there. I got over here another Goblin Chariot, and then as you can see, I had a roll for who got to roll first. I got the first to deploy my whole army. And I got 2 units that didn't get in on the board. One is the Savages, and the other was, I think, 1 Doom Diver. But as you can see right here, what I did with all my chaff was make sure those Man-Eaters cannot enter anywhere on my side of the board. Those Man-Eaters have to go on his side of the board or just off to the right side. But Magic, I got Fist of Gork, Hand of Gork, Here We Go, and Foot of Gork, and then I got Gift of the Spider Gods and Sneaky Stabbin'. As for my opponent, he has his 2 Iron Blasters. He has a unit of 12 Iron Guts. He does have a BSB and his general is the level 4 Slaughtermaster. He has a small unit of bulls over here. Then he has a massive block in the back of those man-eaters. 12 man-eaters. 4 of them are upgraded. The other 6 are not. Whatever. He has 2 Nobbler units. One didn't get on the board. One did. And he also has a Firebelly who didn't get on the board. And as you can see, that's basically how he's going to deploy them out. He kind of keeps them back as well. He doesn't want to go straight up front. I don't know why, right off the bat, but whatever. So first turn, I'm going to go ahead and do my Vanguards, okay? And not only that, I rolled to see if I could steal the initiative because I think I needed it on a 6. I think he needed to steal the initiative. Anyways, I got first turn. So I lucked out, and I definitely got first turn. And I'm going to go ahead and put out my Savages over here, and I just have all my characters jump from the Goblin unit right over to the Savage unit, and that's basically what they're going to do. Over here, as you can see, I'm just moving the Wolf Rider so he has to basically do a turn charge and run away from the Trolls. The Trolls are kind of sitting there just ready to kind of catch him if he does come this way instead of my Savages. Magic Phase got 4 power dice. I use all 4 dice on the Hand of Gork. I grab my Mangler, and I move my Mangler this way. Now, granted, as you can see in my movement, I have the Arachnarok and Koopa, and there's also a Chariot on that side. Their strategy is to bum rush those cannons. I figure he's going to shoot my Arachnarok. Everybody knows with an Arachnarok, you're just going to get shot with cannons, right? So I'm like, you know what? If that's the case, he can't shoot everybody. I'm just going to charge him and charge him and charge him with like everything I got and hopefully get him with something. So I got Koopa out there, I got the Ragnarok out there, I got the Chariot out there. I had the Mangler over there, but then I thought if he kills the Mangler, he's going to cause a panic check on the Chariot and Koopa. So I grabbed the Mangler and put him over on this side towards his Iron Guts and his Man-Eaters. Now I measured it out. I measured it out like 2-3 times, and it should be like 16.1 inches. Okay, away from his pig, so the pig can't just run into the Mangler and kill it. So over here, I'm gonna shoot my Doom Diver into his Iron Blaster, and it does 1 wound. I shot the other one. I don't think it actually made it. I think he just drifted off. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my Spear Chucker at his block of Iron Guts, and it does 1 wound onto them. And basically that is it. Everything else I really couldn't do much with. So this is how the board looks. I have my Goblin Chariot on the right side, kind of looking for a side flank when he does charge in, and I got my Wolf Riders going for the Nobblers to keep the chaff out of the chaff. Yeah, his turn. He's gonna go ahead and do a charge into the Wolf Riders with those 3 guys over there. And he's also going to do a charge over here. I believe I actually just stand there. I'm like, fuck it, you can do it. So he gets in, gets a massive 12 on the Ogre charge, and he's going to just wipe those guys out on impact hits alone. Now he goes ahead and measures it from his side, and he's like, hey dude, sorry to tell you this, but the Mangler was 16 inches away. And we measured it again like 3 times. I was like, God damn it, I thought I put it literally right a hair away from the pig getting in, but the pig ran in there, ate the Mangler, and the Mangler just freaking dies. Ah, that sucks. He sees my strategy over here where everybody's just moving in, and he starts moving his Iron Blasters back. He also got the Nobblers on the side there that just popped on the board. And as you can see on the right by the my Arachnarok, he moved his pig literally right in front of it, so I cannot charge. And I could barely see it because it's like behind the building to me. Magic Phase, he got 5 power dice. He's going to go ahead and do, I believe I just stop him. He tried to do a regen bubble, I believe. And just whatever. Over here, his Nobblers are throwing little sticks at my Wolf Riders. My Wolf Riders lose 1, and they're going to stay there. Over here, he's going to go ahead and shoot his Iron Blaster at the Arachnarok, does 2 wounds. He shoots his other Iron Blaster at Koopa, and Koopa takes it. Boom! It hits him in the gut, and he has the gut made out of freaking, not rubber, it's made out of steel. It's so much food in that stomach that it's so hard and compact that when he gets shot by cannons, it just bounces off the belly. Doesn't go through. So, over here, his man-eaters just destroyed those wolves like we expected, and the wolves actually put on 2 wounds onto them, which is pretty funny. Um, but yeah, that's it. He's gonna go ahead and do, or I'm gonna do Orcs and Goblins turn 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this charge. I'm like, you know what? Fuck the man-eaters. Man-eaters are stubborn. If I charge into the man-eaters, even if I win combat, even if I kill 6 of them right now, I'm not going to wipe out that block, and they're going to be stubborn, and the general's right there. But you know what? Let's go for the general's unit. So I'm going to charge both the trolls and the savages, call out the wog. Let's do it. Going in, charging the Arachnarok into this fucking pig. Fuck the pig. And they fail. These guys fail. Of course, the Arachnarok gets into his pig. Koopa moves up towards the cannon, and the chariot moves up as well. Magic Fade's got 8 power dice. I'm going to go ahead and throw up Gift of the Spider Gods onto the Goblins of Bows, and I choke on the mushroom. Bullshit, I choke on that fucking mushroom every time. Over here, I'm going to go ahead and throw up a shit ton of dice onto the foot of Gork, and of course he gets double 6s. I think everybody gets double 6s against me. What the hell is this shit? If I don't get double 6s, they get double 6s. I don't know how I could roll 6 dice and not get like 1 6, but whatever. Go ahead and shoot my Doom Divers. Both of them misfire. Both of them misfire. One blows up, the other one decides to do nothing. I should have used a tournament reroll on this turn right here, or on the mushrooms. I don't know. I don't know why I don't use tournament rerolls as much as I do. I'm going to go ahead and shoot the Spear Chucker at the Iron Blaster. It does another wound onto the Iron Blaster. I go ahead and I shoot all these guys with bows right at his Iron Guts. They do enough wounds to kill off one guy and leave 2 wounds onto another. Over here, I actually charged the Wolf Riders into the Nobblers. Forgot to mention that one. And I end up killing 4 Nobblers. They end up killing 1 Wolf Rider. The Nobblers are going to fail, and the Wolves chase him down and kill him. So, over here, the Arachnarok killed his guy, and he just continued to overrun. I figure if I overrun, I'm going to force him to, if he can't really move back further away from Koopa, he's going to have to deal with Koopa now, or if he moves back further, the Arachnarok's going to get him. Not only that, but if you could see on the following turn, like, the Arachnarok might get a rear charge, possibly, or a side charge into that big block of Iron Guts. Basically, this is how the table looks. It's going to start off Joe's turn. Joe goes for the charge with his Iron Blaster into Koopa. So Koopa's going to have to take it. He gets double charged by Iron Blasters. Oh, shit. Over here, he's going to charge his Man-Eaters into my Trolls, which I believe this is actually a side flank. Maybe. And he's definitely going to go ahead and charge his big block into the Savages. And I'm like, oh my god, he went for it. I thought, to be honest, I thought he was going to go for both units into my Savages, or both units into the Trolls. But he decided to split it up 1 and 1, and I'm like, just go for it, dude. Do it. So he goes in, he gets in on the Trolls, he gets in on the Savages. When he gets in on the Trolls, check this out. I had to move my big guys in the back because they're just too big in the front. They're basically 8 inches away from the frickin' Goblins with the Fanatics. So the Fanatics are coming out. He already declared his charge. They're going off to the side right there, and they all fall short of his other charging unit. So his other charging unit has to charge into all 3 Fanatics. Holy shit. 20 fucking wounds. It was more attacks, but it's 20 fucking wounds. He doesn't have the regen bubble up. Holy shit. He loses 4 Iron Guts. Actually, it was 20 attacks and he lost 16 wounds. That's what it was. Holy crap. That is awesome. That's nuts. Over here, he got in on his charge over here as well, and his fire belly's coming behind the Arachnarok, making sure he doesn't get seen. His Magic Fade's got 4 power dice. He goes ahead and throws the regen bubble. I'm like, fuck that, Dispel Scroll. I'm not even going to deal with that shit. I don't want to deal with a fucking regen bubble. I hate all this fucking regen going around. Everybody got fucking regen nowadays. Over here, he kills off 1 troll. The trolls attack back. Oh, I'm sorry. That was 1 troll from the impact hits. Ugh. Then he goes ahead and attacks, kills off 2 more trolls. My trolls only kill off 1 man-eater. He wins combat. My trolls run. They run far enough to get away from the man-eaters, but they don't fall off the table, which is great because I'm not under 25%. My general's in range. All I have to do is hope my general stands in 1 round of combat. Over here, impact hits do 2 wounds onto Koopa. Koopa goes ahead and attacks back, or the spider attacks back, and I believe he does 1 wound onto the Iron Blaster on the right side, the weakened one. But the Iron Blasters go and they kill off the spider guy. They kill off King Koopa. They had to do both of them to kill King Koopa too. Ah, man, he had a good chance too. He had a good chance of holding. If he fought one, or if he charged into one, he would have had a really good chance of making it run away and killing it. But in all fairness, he wasted a turn where he could have been shooting my Ragnarok on Koopa, and Koopa's only like 130 points. So basically, he's like this. Oh, he overruns to get away from the spider, I believe. And yeah, over here, he's gonna go ahead and attack, or my general attacks, and he does 2 wounds onto him. Okay. He goes ahead and he attacks with his general or BSB, whoever's faster. He does 2, or no, I'm sorry, this is the impact hits. Impact hits do 2 wounds to me. And then my I'm trying to think of the order of operation here. Okay, if my general went, he probably killed off 1 dude. Actually, he went in there with, I'm trying to find a picture. I think he ended up losing total 3 guys on this. I don't know why I don't have a picture of the dead bodies, but I think he lost a total of 3 guys. His guys attacked back. He really didn't kill much. He stomped a couple, but he didn't kill much. I definitely won combat, and he knows for a fact. He's even mentioned it. If those fanatics didn't kill like freaking 4 of those ogres, he would have been fine. He would have had a good chance of doing more damage and more attacks, but he totally got punked by fanatics. And I just out attack him with savages, and plus he's striking last, so my savages are going, and they're just killing off a bunch of guys. Turn 3, Orcs and Goblins. Well, guess what? I'm going to go ahead and try to charge with the Goblins into the side flank of this unit. I'm going to go ahead and charge my Wolf Rider into the weakened Iron Blaster. I'm going to charge, or my Chariot. I'm going to charge the other Chariot, or I move the other Chariot in the way of his Man-Eater, so if he charges the Chariot, they're going to charge and turn the wrong direction. I rallied my Trolls. Thank God they got in, and I moved my Ragnarok over the building so he can't shoot it right now. Magic Phase, I got 9 power dice, which is just great. I'm going to go ahead and throw up Hand of Gork, and I pick up the Trolls, and I move the Trolls out of the charge arc of his Man-Eaters. Okay, so that's just wonderful. I move him facing the wrong direction because he has another unit of Ogres up there. I didn't get far enough where I could pick him up and put him on the backside, because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to pick him up and put him behind his Man-Eaters, but instead I got SOL on my roll on the distance. I go for Irigo. He stops that one. He knows what I'm trying to do. Over here, my freaking Doomdiver misfires again. What the flying fuck is that? Over here, I do 1 more impact hit. He only has like 1 or 2 more wounds left. We have this whole deal about are we counting up or counting down, but whatever. He does 2 wounds onto my Chariot. My Chariot did 1 wound onto him. He has 1 wound remaining. That's what it is. He has 1 friggin' wound remaining. But it's a push, I believe. I don't think we go anywhere. Over here, he challenges with his BSB. I accept with my General. My General attacks, does 2 wounds onto his BSB. As for my Savages start killing off more of his Ogres, his Iron Guts. He only has 3 Iron Guts left. I make sure to kill the character, so that way the character, kill his champion, so the characters have to move up to the front slots, because everybody touching the banner, my Mork's War Banner, is going to get a lose their magical items, right? So he has no ward on his BSB. The BSB took 2 wounds. That's why that happened. He goes ahead and he decides he's going to kill my fucking banner because he wants to make sure he has ward saves on his BSB. So he does kills my banner, and he only does 3 wounds onto my savages. That's nothing. Nothing. My savages are just annihilating him. As you can see, this is how combat looks right now. And it's going to start off, I believe this is his turn now. Yep, his turn. Ogres turn 3. So, he's going to go ahead and charge his other Iron Blaster into the side of my Chariot. The Chariot's dead. He's going to go ahead and charge his Man-Eaters into my Goblin Wolf Rider, and I'm going to flee. I don't flee that far, and he decides to charge his other guys into the Goblins as well, or the Wolf Riders as well, so they fly off the board. And basically, that's his fail charge right there. Over here, he's gonna go ahead and just move his nobblers up. He moves his fire belly into the freaking building, and yeah, he's basically gonna go straight into combat, I believe. If he tried to do magic, I think I stopped him. I don't remember. No, there's magic phase. Magic phase got 8 power dice. He's gonna go ahead and try to do up. He does a buff where he gets like +1 strength. I let it go through. He tries to do some fire thing. Oh, he does fireball actually. He does a fireball into my trolls. He does 2 wounds onto the trolls, and then close combat. Close combat. The impact hits alone killed off my chariot. He's gonna overrun over here. Over here, my general kills his BSB. I punked that guy with my always strikes first weapon. I don't care if he had regen up. I killed him, and my savages do 1 wound onto his general. My savages start attacking his regular units, and I killed one guy, and he has like 1 or 2 wounds onto the other. And it's going to start off Orcs and Goblins turn 4. Orcs and Goblins turn 4. Let's just go straight into magic because I have no movement. I believe I do a charge with my Arachnarok. Yeah, I do the charge with my Arachnarok into the rear of his Iron Guts. Okay? Now, magic phase, I got 5 power dice, and he automatically just shoots out. I'm using Hellheart, and I'm like, fuck! So he uses Hellheart. It blows up my freaking little wizard here. He's gonna die. And it blows up my big wizard, and basically, this, you can see, this is all the casualties. I lost 3 savages. I took a wound on my level 4. I took a 2nd wound on my goblin shaman, and I lost 3 goblins. That sucks. And I lose all my power dice. So I did not even have a magic phase. Doomdiver tries to shoot, I believe, him and Hellheart in the fucking building. Or no, I went for the Iron Blaster and it's just way off. And then the Arachnarok is starting off combat over here. The Arachnarok goes for the general, I believe. And no, does he challenge me? I think he might have challenged me. I'm trying to remember. I did 2 wounds onto the generals. The general's at 3 wounds total right now. And I think I just started killing off regular guys. And yeah, I only killed off one Iron Gut. He does all his attacks onto the Arachnarok. He does 6 wounds total, or 4 wounds total, because he already had 2 wounds. And I'm winning combat by a lot, but he's stubborn, and that's the problem. I'm winning combat every round, but he's stubborn. I cannot break the unit because he's stubborn. He doesn't have a BSB anymore. He just needs to fail 1 stubborn roll, and he hasn't failed yet. He lost at least 3 or 4 rounds already, but he's not out of it yet. And I see his man-eaters reforming on the next turn, charging in on the following turn. So I'm just trying to break that unit. I have to get rid of his general. I have to just kill off this unit. Over here is going to start off Ogre's turn 4, I think it was. I forgot. I lost count of what turn it is. He's charging in his Iron Blaster into my Spear Chukka. He reformed his man-eaters, like I said. And sure enough, this gets in over here. And he's moving up his guys this way, as you can see over here. Magic phase, he got 7 power dice. He's going to go ahead and try to shoot a fireball again at my trolls. And look at this. He failed every single fireball. Woo! The luck of the green gods. He misfires on his Iron Blaster, and his Iron Blaster blows up the cannon. And this Iron Blaster is just now a walking monolith with 1 wound remaining. Close combat, he challenges me. I go ahead and I attack. And oh, we were counting downwards. I attack his general. I do 1 wound onto his general. His general has 2 wounds left. Or I did 2 wounds to his general. I forgot how that goes. Whatever. His general's still alive, though. That sucks. My Arachnarok goes and kills off the remaining Iron Guts. That is awesome. He did his job. He poisoned them all. And over here, his impact hits alone kills my Spear Chukka and rams right into my Goblins. That's it. It goes straight into my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 5, I guess. I'm just saying 5. It might say something different on the text when I actually redo this. But anyways, I got a Magic Phase, 9 Power Dice, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck this guy. I'm doing Foot of Gork. So I'm doing Foot of Gork right onto that fucking fire belly. I stomp on the damn house. I fucking do 2 wounds. They multiply D3, and I kill that fire belly. He had no ward because he had the Hellheart. Woo! That's how you take out a fire belly, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and 4, 5, and 6 do it again. I want to kill off that freaking That Iron Blaster in the background, I roll a 3, so nothing happens. My freaking miscast goes off, and it's a big template. No, man. Come on, my luck. My luck, I get a freaking big template. Again, I didn't use a tournament reroll. Fuck. It hits everybody in mine. He has nobody left because I killed every one of his Iron Guts. Kills off I think 10 of my savages. This challenge continues on. I can't even touch him with the Arachnarok because the challenge happens. And I should have just denied the challenge and just punked him with everybody. But I was actually a little bit more worried about him killing my Arachnarok that only had 2 wounds left. But I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm thinking back about this. I should have just denied the challenge and just attacked him with everybody. But he only had one guy base to base. So I figured might as well have my general there instead of a chump guy. I know I could make way now, or could I? I don't remember. Anyways, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He has 1 wound left on his general. Shooting phase. I'm shooting the frickin' Doom Diver at the weakened Iron Blaster. I need points, god damn it. Drifts off, does nothing. This might be his turn already, actually. I think this is his turn. He charges into the trolls. He does magic. He gives the man-eaters +1 strength and toughness. He kills off the goblins, forces them to run off the table. And he kills off the trolls, overruns into the side of my savages. That sucks. The good news is this should be the last turn that we're playing, and I have the Crown of Command in the unit. So as long as he doesn't kill all my savages, I'm winning. I'm gonna go ahead and do close combat. Close combat, I kill his general. Fuck that guy. He lost his stubborn now. Thank God I'm winning. Oh my God, I'm winning on points. Even though my shaman got sucked into the warp on that big template, by the way. So I lose my 5-up board. He's going to do all his attacks with his man-eaters that can do attacks, and guess what? He kills every fucking savage. God damn it! Ah, man. At the end, only 1 savage needed to live. At the end of the fucking game, this is all I had left on the board. Wolf Riders, Arachnarok, my general who was stubborn, and a Doom Diver. He had that unit of man-eaters, he had the Iron Blaster, and a unit of Nobblers. Two Iron Blasters. It's a fucking tie. It's my fucking 4th tie at this damn tournament. At the WCW tournament. It's a fucking tie. I was winning until my fucking shaman blew up half of my fucking unit with his fucking miscast. I could have used a tournament reroll and fucking survived that miscast. And I didn't. Because I wasn't thinking about tournament rerolls. That's why. That sucks. That's heartbreaking. I had it in the bag, and my shaman blew himself up, gave him 240 points for the shaman, and killed off most of my savages, and then he killed exactly the savages remaining, which gave him the tie. I think he got a small victory, 100 or 200 points, but still, heartbreaking, man. It was a bloodbath. It is a fucking bloodbath. I think I played a good game. I think I fucked up one where I gave him the trolls for free. I shouldn't have gave him the trolls at all, but I was worried about him killing my savage block, which he did anyways. I was hoping the trolls might be able to hold him off for a little bit, not run or break, but he killed him off pretty easily with those man-eaters. That man-eater block is a little deadly, just a little. I'm just kidding, Joe. Those things are awesome. Ah, man. As for my MVP, I gotta give it to my general. Rocksteady, man. I was contemplating giving it to the Arachnarok. He came in the back and just started fucking up a lot of ogres. But it was kind of overkill at a point where my savages already had it in the bag. But my general killed his BSB and his general, which was a lot of points. And that big block of his Iron Gut Star is a lot of fucking points. I give it to Zoidberg, even though he blew himself up and sucked into the warp. He stopped every regen, so he didn't get a single regen off. He might have got one off, but I don't remember. I don't remember what the poker chip was signifying on the turns. But Yeah, just a general. Good job, Rocksteady. Guys, if you haven't, hit the like and subscribe. Do so already. If you guys want to leave any feedback or comments, or just tell me how shitty my luck is, just go for it. Everybody else does. And I appreciate you guys watching the videos. I'm still putting them up. I've been looking into Ninth Age recently because a couple of my guys in the Dice Dojo want to try it out, and it doesn't look so bad actually. I'm actually looking forward to. There's a couple rules they changed for the better for Orcs and Goblins. They fixed the WOG or the WARG now. They also changed the fact that you could put a Goblin Warlord on a war boss on a Ragnarok spider. They changed the cost of the gigantic spiders, which is really nice. I mean, those things are actually really usable at the point cost that they're putting them at. 20 points amount. That is nothing. I'm not too keen on the fact that they changed the foot, but they did give Orcs and Goblins some cool stuff, and their lore tribute is awesome. You just basically made us Dark Elves. They also made some of the greenskins abilities, like the green tidal wave. You basically get a extra rank to fight, so now we're High Elves too. Fuck it, we got both Dark Elf and High Elf abilities. There's just a couple things I do like. They lowered the cost of Mork's War Banner, which is awesome. They raised the cost of the Lucky Shrunken Head, so it basically kind of counteracts my Orc Death Star going on there. But yeah, besides that, I don't know. I'll see how it comes out. I do like the Snarla's Hoof, basically allowing me to take core boar boys, but the boar boys, they only let you take a maximum of 10, which I don't like. I don't like a cap on that because I want a big horde of boar boys. You know, I don't know. I have fun converting the cavalry models. But guys, that's about it. I mean, if you guys want to leave some comments and feedback about Ninth Age, about the Orcs and Goblins, or about Skaven, because I'm trying to like study up for both me and my brother. I would love to hear some feedback of what you guys think is a good combo. I forgot which one of my viewers mentioned taking savages with bows. After the WCW tournament, I'm telling you right now, I'm starting to take some savages with bows just to change it up, and it does offer a different alternative, because a lot of people try to chaff up the savages, but the savages just shooting their own chaff is just fucking awesome. But anyways, guys, that's about it. And if you guys want to help me out on my cause and buy me some batteries, you could go on my YouTube channel page. There's a donation box on there. But besides that, take care, guys. Next video's coming up as soon as I can make it. It's Orcs and Goblins versus Jake Murphy's infamous Dark Elf Witch Army. Alright, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. What was I thinking giving the MVP to Rocksteady? The MVP are these three motherfuckers who just jumped in the middle of the Iron Gut Star while they were charging. I'm giving the MVP. I'm reneging my MVP from Rocksteady. I'm giving the MVP to these three fanatics. Good job, fanatics. Kill some fucking Iron Guts and just rock on. Alright. Sorry, guys. Had to throw that in there. Peace.